You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. How we doing? Brock Purdy, turf toe, going to be out for 3 to 5 weeks. Yep, the report has come out, pulled it off the Sporting News, that Brock Purdy has turf toe and is going to be out 3 to 4 weeks for the San Francisco 49ers. And it's really costly because, really you got George Kittle, suffered a hamstring, and Brock Purdy was banged up. Now those hands may keep him from the sideline. And this is kind of stacking. The 49ers got off to a great start. Now, there's one thing for sure I can assure you that Kyle Shanahan, he's prepared. There's no doubt about it that he's got Mac Jones ready to go. He's been prepping Mac Jones to step right in. And the 49ers, one thing I can appreciate about Kyle Shanahan, he never lets injuries bother him. The show must go on, and that's what the 49ers are going to do. Now, for the turf toe injury, they've got it going from anywhere from 2 weeks to 5 weeks that they're saying potentially he's going to be out. And you got to look at that and just understand it's one of those injuries that you really can't control. Happens a lot on artificial turf. And now the 49ers are going to be without their starter. And, it either you look at it one or two ways. As soon as they get the ink on the big contract, the injury can happen. But we're in prayers for Brock Purdy. And, it'll be really, as we go on, as Kyle Shanahan, sir, Purdy hopes of playing, in New Orleans was a long shot. The 49ers are not going to risk it with Brock Purdy at this point in time in the career and in the season. Now, the 49ers, one thing I can tell you about Robert Saleh, from the NFL gods, Robert Saleh has quieted a perfect storm. And the 49ers are back on track on the defensive side of the ball. And that really is what can get the 49ers back over the hump is the defensive side of the ball. Now, I did notice the 49ers are fundamentally sound on the defense. That's Robert Saleh. The 49ers, Kyle, is more acceptable as Saleh knows how to build that defense and get them in the right position. Changing start, of course, Fred Warner hitting as hard as he can, almost knocked himself out there. He's got pad level, but he just went in there and blasted and just almost knocked himself out. But D. Winters is a plug. D. Winters is a plug. They brought him in, and D. Winters can play football. And the 49ers now are understanding lanes and gaps and understand stay off the ground and make plays that are within your area. That's going to be a big tune because the 49ers eventually going to have to get the running game going. And Mac Jones will take a different look at it. It'll be different. Kubiak will get a different look with Mac. And Mac will be able to lead the 49ers. This is just a small little bump, right? Brock Purdy's going to be out. It may be sooner. Like I said, it could be 2 to 5 weeks. But the 49ers are going to play this out, and I like what I see in the 49ers building. It's only game one. You went in there, you went up to Seattle. We all know the history of the 49ers going up to Seattle. But now we got a victory, and now we're going to be standing on that. Now we're going to turn the reins over to Mac Jones. And Mac Jones coming on in, you've got to understand he's been with the Patriots. He's had an opportunity, and he was a high draft pick, and he was very high on the 49ers board. As you know, the 49ers, it's really one of those things that it just kind of fell back into their lap, and they really are in a great position to actually take advantage of someone that they were intending to draft or was on their draft board. Of course, we all know Brock Purdy fell to the last pick of the draft, but at the end of the day, this is going to work to help out pretty good for the San Francisco 49ers. They're going to suit it up again. It's going to be football as they get ready to go, and it'll be good for the 49ers. Everybody's happy. Everybody's joyous. The 49ers building, people are buzzing around, feeling good. Kyle's going to be Kyle. He's defending that injury report, and he's just saying, guys, let's let it develop and see where it goes. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. I'm back again, ready to call the NFL. And, of course, San Francisco 49ers. If you haven't been a Niner, then you've never seen anything finer. And we're trying to get back to that Lombardi trophy. Now, we're going to host it this year. But, wow, wouldn't it be good if we could host the Super Bowl and play in the Super Bowl? We shall see. Stranger things have happened in San Francisco. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. All things are possible to those who believe.